Pickle has survived for little over an hour and a half. She is still fresh to the Cataclysm. Yet already she has killed her first infected being. Many others remain from where she came, and one of her goals, that only feels right, is to rid that resort of all the dead that wander it, to make it her own. A fortification, something that might survive the ages. But to do any of that, she first needs to survive the coming night. And so, strap yourselves in. It's time to begin. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, where we are going to be returning to our trusty unnamed horse. We are going to be riding on down towards this Evac shelter. There is a strong chance that we might be able to get some basic supplies from there if it hasn't been overrun by the dead yet, which we will no doubt find out soon enough. And as we get close, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. There is a zombie child that we have seen somewhere, no doubt probably inside the building. No, actually, off towards the town. So we may be okay here. I say may because I cannot be certain. And oh boy, would you look at that, we already have a large zombie making its way on over towards us. So here is going to be the real test for our horse. Is it going to be able to hold its ground here? It may become too frightened. It may not want to go any closer. We will find out. So far, well, actually, yeah, fails to budge. Okay, so what I want to try and do is stab at this fat zombie from a distance. So far, so good. We've got it bleeding. We seem to be able to move away from it. So we're kind of just using our range here to be a knight. And that definitely worked out for us there. Now we need to make sure that the horse isn't just going to run away from us immediately. So as we jump off, let's just make sure we want to be leading the horse. Lead the horse. There we go. Now, having a look at the remains of the zombie, we have a multi-tool here. Very, very useful. We'll also take the MP3 player as well. And I suppose we could also take that lighter for now, just so that we have something to start fires with. Now, we probably want to try and see if we can smash this body. I don't think anything's coming for us right now. All right, we're good enough to do that. So, we still have a firefighter zombie close by, a brainless zombie, and a regular zombie somewhere. So, I think we're probably just going to remount our horse and see if we can do the same thing that we just did. But we're going to have to try and get the attention of these dead, and that's not going to be super easy. Okay, looks like we've managed to get one. We have a regular zombie down here, and we have the firefighter that's slowly starting to make its way on over towards us. Oh no. Our horse is bleeding. Minor bleeding. Okay, I don't know if we can do anything to help with that right this second. It is minor bleeding though, so it should be okay. It does seem like even though we were moving away pretty quickly, that, they were still able to get an attack in. So we have to be really cautious of that. I think what we do is we just do a stab and then we move, like immediately. Oh dear. Okay, all right. Horse is galloping, trying to get away. Fair enough. We will try and do the same. We are just going to have to keep on moving for now. All right, so that zombie is quite damaged. Oh boy, but we keep on missing. And it is trying to grab us. Right, we got it into its leg then. That's good. Let's just run away a little bit further. All right, come on. It is close to death now. That'll do it. Okay, so the firefighter zombie might be a little bit more of a problem for us. We'll let it get one square closer. That's decent. We managed to poke it in the helmet then. We've got some minor bleeding on it. All right, we're going to turn to the side, strike it. Excellent. As long as it doesn't get a proper grab on us, I'm feeling confident. So let's keep on moving, Pickle. All right, we've been grabbed. That's fine. That's fine. Bad bleeding. It's nearly dead. It managed to actually get an attack in on us then. And hey, look at that. We managed to get a little bit more skill in our piercing weapons. Brilliant. And this thing, it's dead. It's dead. Now, I do not know where our horse went off to. It bucked wildly, and then it seems to have run off towards the east. We will have to try and see if we can make some makeshift bandages. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to treat it like you can regular NPCs. Okay, what do we have here? We have a wallet and a cash card. We will take that, thank you. We also have some signal flares, which it looks like we're able to take for now. We'll smash the remains of this one, and let's actually just catch our breath before we do anything else. So we took a little bit of damage to our left leg and our right leg, but nothing more than that right yet. Okay. We've got some more chewing gum here, and not much else. The malted milk balls, though, I want to try and see if we can take them out of that box. Because if we can find somewhere to sit down and eat, that will be okay. Because of course we have our rigid table manners. We want to try and keep that under control if we can. Now, horse, okay. How are we doing? All right, you're doing okay. Let's just inspect you and make sure that you're all right. Okay, yeah, so we don't seem to be able to do much to help you there. You're not bleeding anymore though, so I am hoping that you will heal over time. I think for the moment, we will just tie you here. Because I think otherwise you are just going to follow us. Nothing should bother you, I hope. All right, let's try and see if we can make our way into this evac shelter. We are going to have to smash a window, I think. We might be able to try and see if we can just get some leverage here. Nah, makeshift crowbar is kind of useless, really. I don't think we're going to be able to use it for anything. So can we use anything else in here as a hammer? Because I think, honestly, that's the only thing that we're using it for right now. We'll hold on to it for now. All right, this is going to get a little noisy. We're going to smash that glass. We're going to dive into here. All right, looks like the terminal in the corner is destroyed. Kind of not surprised to see that. We have an empty lighter here and some cough syrup. Okay, I mean, not bad, but we can't do much with it right this second. I am hoping that we'll be able to check the underground. We have an emergency jacket. We have an evacuation pamphlet. The jacket might be something that we want to try and put on now. Also, these rations. I would love for us to be able to take them with us. So let's just see. We don't need everything that we have, right? So we'll try and get rid of a few things then. This smartphone here, we're going to try and see if we can manage. I was hoping we'd be able to download data from the phone, but it doesn't seem like we can. That's okay, so we only really need to have one smartphone at the moment. That's all right, we'll stick with that then. And as for this emergency jacket, it is going to give us some pretty good protection from the elements. It will also allow us to carry a little bit, but I'm kind of concerned that it'll make us just far too warm. We'll see how we fare. Right now, it's not conflicting with anything, but our torso is getting more encumbered, so we need to keep that in mind. Looks like we will be able to take those rations with us. That's good. We kind of want to be eating those at the end of the day because it will make us upset eating them. And okay, we can see a brainless zombie outside. Right now, it's not giving us any trouble. Ooh, all right. We're going to take that whistle just in case we need to get the attention of anything in the future. And we're also going to take the other protein rations that we've found down here. Right, that zombie cat has found us, so we're going to let it wander on over towards us, and we're going to try and see if we can poke it through the window here. As it starts to get closer, all right, 22 damage is great. We'll just stab again. We probably should have moved. I thought that we had it under control there, but unfortunately we didn't. Let's drop the pitchfork. We're going to put some pressure on that wound. Thankfully, it's not a bad wound, but wounds like that will start to stack up, and unfortunately, taking out that kid is going to be a little bit upsetting for us, I think. Yes, we do feel guilty about taking that kid down. It looks like we can clamber onto the roof, and it looks like we can also go downstairs. But for us to do that, we're going to crack through that door first. Okay, the plastic bottle, we're going to leave there for the moment. And checking down below, let's turn on our light. As we start to try and smash, we can see that people have written all over the walls here, and it doesn't look like there is too much left down below here. We do have some more cough syrup. There's a loyalty card and some bubble wrap. Not much else though. And in the bathroom, we're just going to make sure that there isn't anything super cool that has been hidden and left behind. All right, another one down, and we've just got a stick. Okay, let's turn that light off. We're just going to make sure that we catch our breath again. And then we're going to start to make our way back up towards the top. So we are going to have to certainly make some bandages, but we don't actually have the means to do so right this second. Bring the zombie outside. Okay, and now that we're on top of this here, let's see. We might have some clean water in here. No, we don't. That's fine. We do have a lighter over there, and we have a solar panel. Good to know that they are still here, and atop the roof we can see a little bit more of the town. And really, it is house after house after house. So some of those houses may have what we need. Right now, what I'd like more than anything is a backpack. So if we can get over to one of those houses and cautiously check them out, I would be down for that. Oh, okay. We are seeing a zombie dog and a zombie now, though. Back down on the road. Okay, the zombie dog isn't going to be as dangerous. I'm a little concerned about bringing our friend on over into the town, so I think what we're going to do instead is just head on over towards our horse, and we're just going to mark this area on the map. We're just going to say horse, just so that we remember that's where our horse is. Now, if we can get the dead that are here kind of wrangled up into these cars, that would be ideal, because then they're going to be really nice and slow. So we're going to start to try and see if we can do that. We don't want to be fighting more than one at a time though, if we can. So let's just go around like so. All right. We've got one kind of trapped in the car. All right. I think this other one's going to get here before that other one actually clambers over that. Okay, we've done some damage. That's good. Unfortunately, though, we have more here than I would like. All right. We did get a stab. That one there is nearly dead. All right. Stab again. Awesome. Good work. All right. We're going to try and slow to a walk now, because we have a few friends that are coming after us. All right. Okay. The zombie dog was caught by the car for a moment, but it isn't caught any longer. Okay, so we don't want to be in the open with something that is fast like that. We will be able to outpace it a little bit. I'm slightly concerned about the situation that we're in now, though. Even more so now that we're being grabbed. Okay, let's run. We're going to try and see if we can make our way up towards the shelter here, because we have got a bad bite. That sucks. That sucks big time. Okay, so here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and see if we can make it onto that ladder. If we can, then I think we will be good. That dog is going to prove to be a little bit of a problem for us, though. I think it's going to get to us before we can get to that damn ladder, though. You know what? Let's run the last little bit here. We're going to close that door. That should give us enough time to be able to get our breath back. Let's see how that goes. Okay, we spotted a brainless zombie. We managed to get most of our breath back. I don't think that door has been opened yet. No. So let's go down here. We're going to open that. And let's just see where the trouble is. I think they're around the corner here. They are. Okay. The zombie dog is really damaged. I think it was getting damaged by trying to climb over that metal wreckage. So that's kind of cool. Let's try and take a swing at that. We swing and wildly miss a number of times. We get it on that last try. And then this one here, this zombie we've done a lot of damage to before it could even get close to us. All right, let's take a step up here. Good, good. All right, going up here. All right, we can attack them, but it can also attack us. Standing to the side, though, that's where we can take some proper ranged advantage. Okay, all right, let's just move behind here for a second. Wait a while, catch our breath. Okay, and we're starting to get a little bit warm. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it is our torso that is starting to feel it. That's okay. All right, let's check this body here. Plastic bag, what do we have in there? Caffeinated chewing gum. Okay, some rolling papers and some tobacco. Let's try and take that. Leave that cell phone behind. I kind of wouldn't mind grabbing some of those peanuts as well. And of course, we are going to smash that corpse. Right, so we did see some antiseptic kind of recently. I'm pretty sure it was back in the farmhouse. We need antiseptic for our right leg because we have a deep bite wound on there now, which is not good. Not good at all. All right, there's the noise. It's a regular zombie. Okay, so what we're going to try and do here is utilize benches because the benches are going to slow down this fiend. But, wow, that was a hell of a grab. And it made it even worse because we now have a really bad wound on our right leg. That went from being a deep bite wound to just a really, really nasty looking one. I think it was infected, but now it's considered a deep wound. So let's try and see if we can put pressure on that wound and stop it. There we go. All right, that was nasty indeed. Oh, damn. Okay, but what did you have going on here? You have a rucksack for one, an engineer's hammer. There's a hammering quality of 2. It's got some great bash associated with it. We could theoretically take the rucksack for the time being. That would allow us to carry a lot more. but it would also slow us down quite a bit. You know what? It may be upsetting, but I think we are going to go and chuck it on. Our torso is going to be way more encumbered now, so I think what we're probably going to want to try and do is take off that emergency jacket, which should put it into our backpack. I think we'd like to take this engineer's hammer if we can, and then we'll grab our pitchfork. Okay, so, yep, we've got 41 encumbrance on the torso. Not what we want, really. If we are going to go into a fight, we will drop the bag. That's what I'm saying now. I will try to stick to that if possible. Okay, alright, let's head on over towards this window again. It is open now. We can see a fat zombie in the distance. It has seen us, so I think it's going to smash that window. It is, and it's going to start to try and make its way on over towards us. So we should be able to strike it a few times before it tries to get closer to us. So let's go and drop that rucksack. Torso encumbrance is looking far better now. Alright, and as it gets closer, we're going to get ready to stab at it. Okay, we've got a few good stabs in there, so now we're going to run back. We're going to get over this here, and then as it gets closer, we're going to stab at it again. It's bleeding out now, which is good. Let's start to try and run up and over. Oh, there we go. I was going to say towards the ladder, but we didn't need to worry about doing that. Okay, let's go and smash that one to pieces. And we're going to see if there's anything that we want from it. The fit over sunglasses would be good, but they are filthy. We're already going to be suffering from a mood negative from wearing this backpack though, so I mean we could use them, but I think for now, let's just see how we do. Okay, we've got 2 brainless zombies. They aren't going to come for us right now. They are going to hear noise and try and come for us, so I think what I'd like to try and do is see what's going on with this zombie here. Doesn't really have anything super wild. So I think we'll probably just try and make our way over towards this house. We may have to smash that glass to be able to get through here. Alternatively, we can just try and clean it, and I think that's going to be quieter. It does take 5 minutes for us to do that though. But hey, look at that, we managed. Now, what do we got here? Dish towels, not much else. Oh, and we don't have our backpack. Let's go grab that thing real quick. Yeah, let's go put that back on. Excellent. Alright, very encumbered. That's fine. We can drop it when we need to. Okay, checking the kitchen here. Ooh, excellent. We actually have a fair amount of food. We're going to be taking pretty much all of that for now because we're going to want to make sure that we have a good munch. And I'm hoping that in the kitchen, we're going to find some disinfectant. So yeah, let's start to make our way towards what I think might be the bathroom. Hard to tell. Oh, what do we have going on there? Oh, we're hallucinating. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. That is unfortunate. Let's see. We can't get leverage here, huh? Alright. We'll come back to this room in a little bit. We have to be aware that we are hallucinating now, so things that we see might not be what they seem. We got some narrow spectrum antibiotics. That could be good if this bite gets worse. Hopefully it doesn't come to that because we do have some alcohol wipes here as well, which will certainly help. So will the aspirin. The cotton balls I think we can use as basic kind of bandages, so we'll be taking them. And we'll take the towel just for good measure because it sucks to be wet. Alright, let's use a little bit of the light here. We're going to try and see if we can get this bite wound disinfected. There's a 30% chance of it actually working here. And it worked. It worked on the first try. That's great. Okay, so next up we are going to try and use those cotton balls. It's going to be very, very poor bandaging that we're doing here, but it is better than having nothing on these wounds at all. There we go. I would like to put something proper on eventually, but right now we can't think about that. Ooh. We might have a bicycle out here, and it does look like we have a vehicle, so we might have a working vehicle. The hot plate is certainly useful, and we should be able to chuck that into a rucksack. That is a good find. Popular mechanics we will take for the moment, and the big book of first aid, wonderful. That's going to give us some good knowledge. And, okay, ham radio, vinegar maker's handbook, things that I don't think we're necessarily going to need. The metal RPG die we could potentially use to sling at our enemies, but we already have something that's ranged, so I'm not that concerned. The safe that's here though is interesting, but we'd need a few things to be able to crack into that, and that ain't gonna happen. But speaking of cracking into things, I think we are going to try and see if we can crack into this room here. So that's not good. It does make me think that there's probably something decent in here though. So here's what we are going to do. The brainless zombies are going to start to make their way on over towards this. We're just going to smash and see. Okay, it's a basement, and it also is a staircase leading up top. So we're going to go down first of all, turning on the light. And we've got a really decent looking basement here. Excellent. This is clean water. This is actually clean water. So we're going to go and have a drink right away. And then let's see what else we can find down here. We've got toastums, we've got clean water. Damn, we've got a sinister cloak in here. Not bad. It's a considerable amount of coverage. It doesn't really have any kind of carrying, so we're probably not going to take that. But we will take these peanut butter candies. We just won't take the plastic bag that they're in. Over here, we've got a banger of a tool. We've got some dark earrings, which I think we'll actually wear. But we've got these shooter earplugs. They're great because we can leave them on pretty much all the time. We're also going to try and take the battery out of this MP3 player. So let's go and wear the dark earrings. We'll also go and wear those earplugs, but we are going to activate them and turn them on. So they're only going to really draw power when we hear loud noises. We're going to take the candy and let's go and take the antiseptic powder. We'll actually make sure that we do take that in a bag. We've got advanced physical chemistry and a roll mat, which we shouldn't need. We have access to beds and, okay, advanced AR glasses. An expensive model of augmented reality glasses with adaptive light correction and some gadgets so we can see in the dark with them. The augmented reality overlay allows the user to zoom and displays handy information about local topography. That sounds fantastic. It does sound like we'll have to have them turned on though to be able to use them properly. We'll definitely grab them and I'll try and see if I can use them during the night. And okay, we've got quite a few other interesting books. Computer science, computer gaming, we'll take those, and how to succeed in business. Everything else is for fun, so we'll just leave those there for the moment. Damn, we've got a lot of booze here. We've got a lot of booze and we've got a lot of other good things. We have a whole first aid kit box here. So we've got proper bandages, brilliant. Some decent gauze, some scissors, all super, super useful things. The booze is great as well. And over here, we've got cufflinks, intricate cufflinks, and 2 acetylene lamps. That's interesting to see those there. And it looks like, oh, we've got a bowyer's workshop here. We've got long sticks, we've got steel chains. I think that's what we're looking at here. Or just, yeah, like a woodworking station. Not a bad house. So, let's have a think about the condition that we're in. Right now, it's not super. We have taken some damage, but we do have some food here. We have food, we have booze, and we maybe have security. However, we did have a pretty loud noise here, so let's just go and clear the top floor as well, and hopefully not too much will have made its way on over towards us. Okay, yeah, we are overflowing in aspirins now and alcohol wipes, more than I think we'll need for a long time. Same with the adhesive bandages as well. I'm very used to playing on No Hope and not having access to many things, so this is nice to see. This is reassuring that, well, not all is bad. Okay, that was definitely bad though. Something is down below. We also have access to liquid soap here as well, and water, so we could theoretically try to clean the filthy rucksack that we're wearing at the moment. But honestly, I think I'd rather just try and find something. So obviously we are going to have to deal with that noise down below. We've got even more food up here as well, which is great. I think we're probably just going to leave that there for the moment. I quite like this whole top floor, so we're just going to try and see if we can close things up properly. Got more books on fermenting. Doesn't look like these have curtains. That's okay. And just checking this last room up here. Bowier's buddy, how to succeed in business. Okay, all right. And we've got a briefcase. All right, okay. Oh, we should probably have a look at unloading the purse that we have and dropping the purse on the ground, because that is going to be taking up a fair bit of space for us. Okay, let's go see what all that noise was about then, eh? Making our way downstairs. Okay, we can't go in that way, but we definitely heard something smash, so who was it? Let's drop that rucksack. It's a regular zombie. Okay, let's have a look at you. You're not really injured yet. Right. Okay, so that step forwards was a little bit of a mistake on my behalf, but that's okay. We can still work with this. We just have to make sure that we get a little bit more distance. Let's try and see if we can catch them in the window frame. They really struggled to get through there then. That's good. It doesn't look like they have anything that we actually want. So let's just get our rucksack on. And then I think the best thing that we could probably do right now, well, I was going to say go upstairs and start to try and learn some things. But I think before we do that, let's make sure, well, for one, that we kill this zombie that's just made its way in here. But two, we also want to see if this vehicle is working. So let's get around the other side of this table. We're going to drop this rucksack just in the nick of time to be able to stab this person quite a few times. Okay, let's move back a little bit further. We won't be able to stab them that close. There we go. Yeah, so as far as the reach goes, we can kind of stab someone as long as they're kind of around here. As soon as they get that one square away, it's considered just, you know, that little bit too far. Okay, and you've got a cigar, and that's about it. You do have a leather backpack. Oh, we've got some more breaking glass, and that is a brainless zombie. So it doesn't actually know where we are right now. It has heard some noise, so it has a kind of idea of where we might be. I'm just trying to see if it's going to stumble over towards us. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but I think we got that very much under control. And you, okay, you've got a lot more going on. You've got motorcycle armor on you. It is very, very damaged though. That cash card is also potentially useful. So we'll grab our rucksack and we'll grab that card from you. The peppermint patties we will take out of their bag as well, because junk food really makes us happy. And okay, I think that last zombie might come and say hello, so we'll just be ready for that. But we'll clean out that broken window, and let's see if we can just do the same here as well. We're trying to be that little bit quieter. Okay, we have spotted a regular zombie though, so we will stop working on that for the moment. I think we might be able to get away with a stab before we try and jump through the window. All right, that was our attempt. So now we just get the hell back. All right, we do have our rucksack on, so we're not going to be as good as we usually would be, as nimble, but we're still damn good. We spotted another zombie. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's just check this one first. Looks like we might be able to get away with taking that first. Good. So we're seeing that zombie to the southwest. Right, they're outside right now. Okay, so let's just go back here. We'll just go and drop that rucksack for the moment. I think we might be able to get away with working on this further, and we are good. Okay, so rucksack on. Let's jump through here. Vehicle, how are you looking? No gasoline. It does have a tiny bit of battery, so if we could get some gas for this thing, it could go. So let's remember this vehicle's position, and if we manage to get some gasoline, we have a pretty quick way out of here. Just seeing what else we have. Ooh, the curved needle. We will take that, thank you. And we'll also just check the back here. This is leading to someone else's house. Okay, so let's move with a little bit of caution here. We got some codeine, which that would be really nice for us to grab, along with some more antibiotics and some more antiseptic. We have a very large amount of multivitamins now. What I'm hoping to find in this house, the melatonin tablets can assist us with sleeping, so I think we'll try and take a bottle of them as well. But yeah, what I'm hoping to find is a backpack of some kind. It doesn't have to be as good as the rucksack that we're using right now. Damn, there's so much food. There's so much food. And yes, this is right around the start of the apocalypse, so that's why that is happening right now. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to fight for this food. Okay. How best do we want to try and do this? We're going to try and run around here, all right? Get a few good stabs in. Try and see if we can bait them onto the chairs, if possible. All right, we kind of managed that. How damaged are you? Pretty. Let's keep on stabbing. Keep stabbing here as well. There we go. Got them dead. But we have more trouble coming from the south. All right, we got a tough zombie that's coming for us now. Right, and a zombie child. Okay, how do we want to try and deal with this lot here? We want to make sure that we have our out. Yeah? Okay, so here we go. We're going to start stabbing. Looks like we pierced that zombie child for a second then. We're going to run back here. We're going to take another stab. And we're just going to keep doing that. And unfortunately, we are missing that tough zombie. We hit it then. Minor bleeding is good, but it's not what we need. Right now, oh boy. Oh. That was close. Let's go and close this door as well. Now, I really don't want them to absolutely wreck this car, so what we're going to try and do is just go through here like this, and then we're going to try and get them to come through this window towards us. We're also seeing a zombie soldier. I'm just going to yell out over here, see if that gets their attention. Well, it got the attention of the tough zombie that is over here now. That sucks. That was not what I was wanting. Okay, I have an idea. We may be able to climb up here. We can climb up here. Wonderful. So what we can do with this, well, for one, we see a lot more of the town. We can also see a fair amount of dead that are over towards the west of us. Right. So we're going to dangle off the edge here, and we're going to start to try and pierce at the zombies down below us. Now, what we need to be very, very wary of is that we want to make sure that we've got somewhere to climb down from. And right now, I'm hoping this downspout is still intact. It does look like that's the case. That went really good. So that is one way that you can really take advantage of your environment early on in Cataclysm. You need to be wary that sometimes creatures can attack you from down below if they have reach attacks. All right. Just trying to see if we can bait that zombie that's inside the house out. We want to try and keep them away from the windows if we can. There's another one dead. Just stabbing at things below. We can see right now we've got a regular zombie, another zombie, and those kills are starting to stack up. We're a little unbalanced right now though. Let's just take a second here. We're going to go prone and we're going to try and just catch our breath. All right, we're hearing glass shatter. No doubt there will be a few things inside the house right now. Okay, all right, let's get back up to our feet, make our way on over here and see what we're dealing with. Right, a Rottweiler and a regular zombie that we are going to stab at. And then we shall stab at you. This pitchfork has been absolutely brilliant so far. Okay, and we have even more goods for us to peruse here. Wonderful. Okay, I think we've nearly cleared those that are the closest around us here. We have one more that seems to be making their way on over towards us. We'll go to the edge here and face them. Same with these two here. And stab after stab, the dead are starting to pile up. Of course, our pitchfork is not faring all that well because pitchforks were not designed to stab zombies over and over again. So, yeah. It is pretty damaged right now, so we need to keep that in mind. We can't kill our way through this entire town as much as I might want to. It does sound like we definitely still have some friends down below though, so how do we want to try and go about this? Looking out the front, what is that bicycle tricycle thing? It's a children's tricycle, so that's not going to really help us out all that much. Okay, it does look like the downspout is still here, so theoretically, we should be able to climb with that. We're going to drop the pitchfork for a second. That might seem like a bad idea, but we need to have our hands free. Okay, so I want to make sure that we're climbing with the downspout. Climb down is what we want to do. Okay, we managed to do that just fine. Let's go grab the pitchfork here. And let's see what else we have on the ground amongst all of these bodies that we have taken out. There's some cocaine, there's some meth, okay. I'd like to try and see if we can smash the bodies here, but we also need to really be careful that we don't screw up our stamina. There is a big zombie over towards the northwest right now. Oh, hello friend. Friends. All right, we're being grabbed. We need to break that grab. We need to get away from you. We need to get away from you as well. Ah, right, the child zombie. Okay, we're going to dive back into this building for a moment, just because there is a lot of terrain that we can use in here. Terrain to slow them down. All right, we'll take a few good swings. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us, so we'll go a little bit further. The thing about the zombie child is that it cannot grab us. So if there's a zombie child between us and an enemy, that actually kind of works out pretty well. All right, let's go a little bit further down. All right, next. There is an eyebot. Okay, we're going to ignore that for the moment as we have a tough zombie that we still need to fight. So let's try and catch our breath back, which we have managed to do. That's good. Let's try and see if we can find where this one made it to. Okay. They didn't get all the way in here, so that's good. Moving outside for a moment. Okay. We have a zombie cop. and a few others that are making their way on over towards us now. So let's head on up over here because there is a zombie soldier as well. We're going to climb and we're going to try and see if we can keep them away from that for now. Let's just have a look and see what we have around us. A load of fun is what we have. We have a load of fun around us right now. Stabbing again and again and again. We have a horde. We have a horde that is here now, and that horde is angry. It's angry, it's hungry, and it really wants some pickle right now. Okay, so the downspout probably will get destroyed at some point, but as long as we have the other one, we are okay. And as long as this pitchfork doesn't break, we'll also be okay. You know what we're going to do? Let's go and activate... we don't have the MP3 player. That's all right. I was hoping we did. Alas, we do not. We are stabbing again and again. And I mean, we're getting through them. They are slowly dispersing. Yeah, and of course, the way that you do this, I should explain, is by auto-attacking. You need to make sure that you're auto-attacking and not just trying to attack off the edge, otherwise you'll fall. So we stab again and again as the pitchfork really doesn't have much left in it. And I mean, speaking of, our stamina doesn't have much left in it either. So we're going to try and catch our breath here if we can. Obviously, things are going to make a lot of noise beneath us. They're going to create a fair amount of trouble, and we can't actually hear properly right now. Oh, because our earplugs run out of batteries. So we're going to go and take those off for the moment, which means loud noises are going to, wreck our hearing, but that's okay. That's just fine. And I'm not sure what we're attacking down here at the moment. We've got a fat zombie. Okay. Our total has it's going to be relatively high, I think, at this stage. We're not hearing too much noise around. Okay, that was the earplugs that dropped on the ground. I would love to be able to keep them. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Right, let's just see what's going on beneath us. The downspout is still there. We have this just great big pile of bodies right now, all around this house. And we may still have others inside. So I think what I'm going to try and do is we're going to go over here. We're going to yell. We're going to see what comes to say hello. We've had a few things pop out to say hi. The brainless zombies are most certainly going to be making their way on over because they can hear. They just don't seem to see all that much. Damn. Okay, we really cleared out that area. And I think we probably have cleared out most of the home. Let's go haul these earplugs over, and we're just going to drop them over the edge, shift them over there, and here we go. We're going to be dropping that pitchfork down. Okay, clang, it drops on the ground, and we climb down. Okay, we climb down without dying. That is good. That's what we want. Okay, all right, let's have a look inside here. We're definitely still hearing some noise, and boy, there's a lot of them still. Okay. So we're going to go straight back on over towards this downspout. We really can't afford to slip. Oh, we just made that. But stabbing down, I think we got them. We damaged the pitchfork even more than it was before. So I feel like it's on its last legs now. It is super damaged. The piercing damage is nowhere near as good as it was before, and we can hear the pitchfork talking to Pickle. Look at that crawling zombie. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So, did the downspout survive all of that? No, it didn't. There's scrapped aluminum on the ground. We're not surprised to see that. What is making its way on over towards us at the moment? It is a crawling zombie. We can probably kill that relatively easy ourselves. There definitely are still some other things around. There is a zombie attacking a iBot around here. Not there though. And ooh, we got a scooter. Let's not get distracted. That's a very damaged scooter. Let's see if we can actually climb it down from here. We're going to have to drop the pitchfork yet again. All right, climbing down. Okay, we managed. And we actually did it kind of next to the downspout. We can see that there is a hazmat zombie inside here. Okay, so let's not hang about. But with the amount of dead that we've killed here, we can't really just leave. We've invested a lot of resources into this, and we don't want to just give that up for a few zombies. So we are going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on stabbing. We're going to hopefully kill both of them here. And I think now, apart from that hazmat zombie, we got this place to ourselves. So we should be able to go back. I say we should be able to go back, but we still have the zombie soldier here. We still have that tough zombie. Okay. That zombie soldier is a big problem. We really need to try and see if we can lure that outside, because we've failed to do so with that yet. All right, I guess we're going up here. Can we climb to the north? Just. All right, please don't kill that downspout. Please leave that alone. Okay, tough zombie's down. I think the hazmat is down as well. Yes? Okay, so that just leaves that soldier zombie that is still inside this house. So let's just go and yell out here to try and see if we can get its attention. I don't know if we're gonna. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna have to fight that thing somehow. We've got a crawling zombie, we've got a regular zombie, and Pickle, well, the only pickle she's in right now is how much longer it's going to be before this pitchfork falls apart completely. The wood is splintered, the prongs are bent, but with it in hand, she has killed many a zombie this day. Having a look at Pickle's diary here, we can see that she has killed many. 34 regular zombies, 1 zombie cop, 5 fat zombies. And, well, it goes on. But there's also a mission that I've neglected so far. Find and wield a whip to remember your master, even when separated. Well, perhaps we will find that whip back at the resort that Pickle is determined to clear. And if this town is anything to go by, she can do it, as long as she has something long. She will have the ability to make long spears now, using the multi-tool that she picked up from one of the dead. If she's careful, if she's cautious, she can plan to take down the horde that still resides there. But first, that zombie soldier needs to die, and that, Legionnaires, shall be in the next. For now, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for yet another episode. And if you enjoyed today's, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rykon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.